Kids, clear out of the way. Right out of it. Come on.
Without a smile, nothing in your life worthwhile. You go to work, your work gets done, but it's hard to take without the sun. Who's living? Who's living? All this living, no, my son. Who's living?
Hey, baby, you want to sing with us?
That's a sweet chick. Cool.
Man, she's outstanding. The terrible thing is that I'm unable to give the chicks my full attention in this weather.
You're getting old, brother.
Not age, man, not age. The weather in this land of sunshine is turning my blood to ice. For 3 weeks, I've been walking around with frozen feet.
Here, Billy, some work to warm you up. Number 2 bay, you too, Joe.
Hey, what do you think? He commenced to talk like a real foreman, eh?
All he's needing some more fresh air. Then he'll fit the part to perfection.
Get moving, fellas.
Hey, is it fixed? You are going to be charged on a permanent basis, aren't you?
Nothing's settled yet.
Man, you've been doing the job for 2
It'll
weeks
be settled
now.
at the union tonight. Get going now. That van's got to be loaded before the whistle blow.
Hey, Les, you going up the bonfire tonight? Well, they're building a smashing bonfire up Leybourne Road.
Can we up the bonfire tonight? Just didn't want to let off a nice little firework then.
Oh, big deal.
Excuse me?
Pardon me.
Don't you layabouts do any work?
What for?
Come on, out the way. Come on.
All right, Dad.
Here, if we could find ourselves 3 nice bits of muslin.
Have you got any money?
Do you mind?
Well, how do you expect to get skirt without money? Oh, belt up, Gormless.
Well, what are we going to do tonight?
Sit and twiddle our thumbs.
Tom, you fellas got back on the job. Number 2 bay. Van just come in for loading.
Sorry, sir. Didn't see your brown coat. Right away, sir.
All right, fella, joke over. I got my job to do. Get going to number 2, huh?
Yeah, come on, come on. We're only white trash mates. You've got to jump quick when you get the order. You know what they say? They reckon the spades are smashing with the jaggings. That's why they go for them.
Sorry. They're going to make their chap up to permanent charge, Ann?
They want to strike, they will.
The men wouldn't walk out on a thing like that.
Wouldn't they, mate? Ask yourself. Would you like to take orders from spades? You coming over to the union meeting tonight, then?
Don't know that I can make it.
That's the trouble. Nobody takes any interest. One of these days, mate, you'll wake up and find the spades have taken over this place. And you'll wonder how it all happened.
You want to be careful, mate. Chucking fireworks around. Always timber. Very dangerous.
Who, me? I didn't throw any firework.
You saw him, Jerry?
Yeah, I saw
him.
Yeah.
You want to watch it? It's dangerous, man.
It's a joke, Joe.
Come on, up there.
What do you think you're doing?
I was easing this mortise out, Mr. Palmer.
I'll ease you out. If I catch you clouding a chisel with a hammer again, you'll split the handle. What's the mallet for?
Sorry, Mr. Palmer.
I should ruddy well think you are. What is it, Mitch?
Well, I think we ought to postpone this union meeting tonight.
Oh, what for?
Well, for a start, it's November the 5th. Half the blokes will be letting off the fireworks for their kids.
They wouldn't turn up anyway. No, we'll carry on without them. It's the regular monthly meeting.
I want a fair vote on this question, Jacko.
What question?
Gomez.
Now, what makes you think the voting wouldn't be fair?
I know the feeling. The men don't want to take orders from a spade.
Spade? What kind of a word is that?
Oh, they all use it. There's no harm in
Like
it.
calling a man a wop.
All right. We know you're on their side.
I'll tell you something for nothing, Mitchell. When I see this union used to victimize a man because his skin's a different color, I'll get out.
Now, look here, Jacko. I'm not arguing against his skin. He hasn't worked here as long as some of our chaps for a start. We ought to oppose him on grounds of service.
Don't twist, brother, don't twist. Let's get this thing out in the open. This fella's black, and that's why you don't want him.
Why the hell don't you look what you're doing? Now, look here, Jacko. You know as well as I do. This factory's been on short time now for a month. Short time, no overtime. The chaps are finding it difficult to keep up the payments on the car and the telly.
Look, my pay packet's like two, you know. But it's better than being laid off altogether, isn't it? Well, isn't it?
You kept these spades out in the first place. There'd be work for everybody.
Oh, talk sense, man. Talk sense. There's about 30 spades, as you call them, in a factory of nearly 1,000 men.
32 men in, mate.
Go away, Mitchell, will you, before I lose my temper? If you've got anything to say, save it for the meeting.
All right. I will.
Hello, Johnny. Want any help?
If I said yes, you'd run a mile.
Try me and see.
Why, the married one's always the worst. Mr. Palmer to see you, sir.
Oh, yes. Ask him to come in. Ah, come on in. Wait, you want some tea? Miss West, a pot of tea for two?
Not for me, thanks.
No? Okay. No tea, Miss West. Sit down. Ah, you look marvellous. Wish I looked as well. I was thinking only today. Here. See this? 30 years ago I made this. Secret dovetails, inlays, polishing. I was a craftsman. I had good health, too. Today, I ask myself, what have I got?
I'd say roughly about $500,000.
You've got a fatal weakness. A hard heart.
You wanted to see me?
Yes. It's about that West Indian, Gomez. We just put his name up because we thought that with so many coloured workers in the loading section, it'd be a good thing if one of them was in charge.
We're discussing it at the union meeting tonight.
Yes, that's why I asked to see you. Now, if it's going to cause any trouble, forget it.
Now, why should there be any trouble?
Now, give me credit. I'm not so out of touch with my own factory. He's one man, and it involves one job. It's not worth making an issue.
You mean you want to back down?
I've got a desk full of problems. Some things I just haven't got the time for. You know it is.
You picked Gomez because you thought he was the right man. Now you're prepared to toss him over.
If I could have your assurance that he'll be accepted...
Oh, I see. You want to wash your hands. You want me to take the responsibility.
I just want to be sure, that's all.
Well, you've got my assurance.
Suppose the meeting votes against him.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Now, if they vote for him, you'll see he gets that job permanently.
Yes.
That's settled then.
You've got more principles than a monkey's got fleas. Heard any more about that big union job?
No, that's it, no.
If you get it, you'll have to leave here.
Oh, if I get it.
You'll miss it. Working with your hands on me.
Yeah.
Take my word. You'll miss it. How's the family? Keeping well?
Doing all right.
Your girl.
Kathy.
What's she doing?
School teaching.
School teacher. A wonderful career.
They get wonderful long holidays, too. Weeks and weeks with full pay.
Do me a favour. Don't come here with such ideas.
We'll see.
My best regards to your lady wife and the girl.
Kathy.
Kathy.
You're still bending your knees as you go down.
And try not to jump off the board. Let yourself fall in naturally.
You know, that's one thing I do draw the line at. Of course, I'm not like some. I've got nothing against them, but I do draw the line at that.
I'm scared. The water looks so far away. Anyway, I'm getting cold.
Oh, you're doing very well. Only 3 weeks ago, you couldn't dive at all. One more, and then we'll finish. Go on now.
That's enough. That's enough. You out.
Up.
You heard? Yes, you.
Miserable.
Out.
That was pretty good. You see, you're improving.
It was awful. I'm going to get dressed now.
Okay, I'll see you upstairs in 5 minutes.
All right.
Pass it out.
Thank you. Another chair?
Yeah, let me give you a hand there.
Thanks, Mr. Gomez.
Okay, fella. Sure gonna be some bonfire, huh?
The biggest there is.
What you doing around here? Ain't rent day yet. Someone went and made a complaint to the sanitary people. I've just been checking.
But Tom, you did something about that lavatory.
Fellas come in to fix it in the morning. Gee, the money I pour into these places.
Sure. So you got yourself a new car?
Well, the territory I cover, man, I need a new car. To me, a car is a necessity.
Yeah.
Intimate chisel 2, I'm David Domino. Up goes Domino, out goes you. You're out.
Right, mate.
Intimate chisel 2, I'm David Domino. Up goes Domino, out goes you. Sorry, Mr. Gomez.
Judy? You all right? How you feeling, woman? You ain't sick.
Oh, no, I'm just tired. I feel like I'm carrying an elephant. I'll get you tea.
No. You just stay there. I'll get it.
Haven't even unpacked the basket yet. So you put the kettle on and I'll make a start.
I saw Jubilee downstairs. Say, a man's coming to fix the lab tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
Got a new car. Very flesh. Know what he say? He say a car for him is a #1 necessity.
Oh, he's just a #1 pimp. Oh, quid a week for this. There's 5 families in the house and 10 more houses down the road. Must be coining money. You got cold for supper, all right by you?
Hey, Judy. Judy, look at this. The shadow, ain't it like a horse its head? Just like a horse.
Little things please little minds.
Listen. Now on, I do the shopping, see? I'm letting you carry them heavy loads up the stairs, woman. You could strain yourself.
Gabe, you are going to the meeting tonight.
I don't know.
They're going to discuss whether you get that job or not. You got to be there.
I figured to let them make up their own minds.
That job is yours. You earned it. You proved you can do it.
Sure.
Aren't you going to fight for it then?
Either I get it or I don't. Fighting, that don't come into it. Woman, where is this food? Pretty soon you'll have a starvation case on your head.
Don't do that. I've told you before, if you want bread, cut it. There's a bread knife and a bread bowl. Cut it and pull it about like an animal. It spoils the loaf. I can't get decent slices off it after you've pulled it about.
All right.
Well, I told you before.
All right now.
Thought you said you was hungry. Jack Palmer will be on your side. I know him. I used to run errands for his wife when I was a kid. Do you know, it's as much as she can do now when she sees me to be polite. But I can talk to him. I could go and see him.
No.
Why not?
I said no.
But if he can help you.
I don't want no favors, Judy. I just don't want no favors.
Hello, Alf. Hi. Still on short time? It'll pick up.
You hope.
Hello, somebody can't wait. See you. Right. Nell. Nell? Nell?
Just a minute.
I told you to leave that job for me.
That was 2 years ago. I got tired of waiting. Well, I suppose I'd better knock off and see about getting something to eat.
I've got to go out again tonight.
I know.
Union meeting.
I know.
Don't be too long getting the tea, dear.
Oh, I thought I heard you. Woke me up.
Wish I could sleep in the afternoon. Here, brought something for you.
What is it?
Union Journal, been redesigned. We got all of a top journalist. He's done it all up, with pictures and everything.
Pictures in the papers. Pictures on the telly. Don't people want to read anymore?
Modern times, modern methods.
Everything has to be dressed up these days.
We've grown up, old fella. We're past the cloth cap and street corner stage, you know.
Too posh. Posh offices. Cars.
What do you fancy for your tea, Dad?
Oh, I don't want any tea yet.
Well, you'll have to have it. I'm not feeding you lot in relays.
Well, what is there then?
The usual. Sausages, eggs, bacon, tomatoes.
Sausages and chips for me, love.
Bacon and egg for me.
Oh, that's right. Go on, make it difficult. Kathy will be back soon. I bet she wants something different to either of
Where
them.
is she then?
Oh, school had half-term holiday today. She went swimming after dinner. Haven't seen her since.
Swimming at this time of year, rather her than me. Yeah, when I put that letter. You know, the one that came this morning. The minutes of the last meeting are in it.
If you open your eyes, you'll see it on the shelf. There's another one, too.
When did this one come in?
Second post.
Oh, why didn't you tell me before? This is the one I've been waiting for. I've done it.
What's it now?
I've done it. I've done it.
What's he shouting about?
The London district have nominated me for General Secretary.
Is that good?
Good? With London beyond me, I must get in. It's a cert. You hear that, Dad? It's a ruddy cert. General Secretary. What do you think of that, eh?
You seem pleased. Jacko, don't be mad. Put me down.
Well,
Put me down.
Give your old man a big kiss, then.
I'll give you something more than that if you don't put me down.
Come on.
There. Oh, Jacko, you're getting thin on top.
Oh, I am not.
He is.
This
isn't
calls
he,
for
Dad?
a drink.
Of course he is. I can see his brain showing through. Hey, you'll have to leave the factory.
Well, of course.
Be the ruin of you. Sitting on your backside of the desk all day.
Put that where the buses won't run over it, Nell. Thanks. Pity Kathy isn't here, isn't it?
I tell you, if you see Mondigo Bay, you go crazy. It's sweet. You know, sometime the water, it's blue like the sky. Sweet.
I don't know how you could bear to leave it.
A fellow can't live on sunshine and water. There, they've got plenty of sun, but no work. Here, you've got work, but the sun doesn't shine very often.
Montego Bay. I can see it. Close my eyes and I'm there.
Am I with you?
Of course. And we'll have $1 million in the bank. No, we'll have $2 million.
Oh, out there, 1 million is enough.
We have a big limousine coming to pick us up to go to dinner. Where should we go?
Best restaurant in Montego. A friend of mine runs it. Or maybe we'll buy some food and take it home.
What kind of food?
All sorts of things. A whole armful of okra, black-eyed peas, red beans, salt herring, breadfruit, and everything.
And after dinner?
We sit outside. We sit outside drinking long, cool drinks out of long, cool glasses. I've got to go now, Kathy.
Not yet.
It's getting late.
Not yet. You hate us, don't you?
I don't hate you. I feel sorry for you. You people are sad. Now, that's something I notice all the time.
Why should we be sad?
I don't know. Maybe it's the weather. Could be the weather. In the cold time, it's worse. People all muffled up with tight lips, no smiling.
I'm not sad.
You're different.
Canal looks dirty.
Yes. Is it right there aren't any fish in it?
Not here anyway. The water's too polluted.
Poor fish.
A jolly old pot, OT hot, an empty fried with the shed what. I love the places, not one of them would I injure. All the girls are fond of gin, a gin, 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 ginger, a ginger, a ginger.
Jacob!
Hey?
Phone. You want it on the phone.
Okay, no need to shout. Who is it?
Huey Davies.
Huey Davies? I'll be seeing him tonight. What does he want?
You better ask him.
Kind of a perishing washing piece now.
Pass the crit, Dan.
Hello, Huey.
Jacko?
Yeah, what is it?
Look, I tried to catch you earlier today. About the meeting tonight.
Well, what about it?
Well, it's Mitchell. He's trying to stir things up a bit. Him and his pals are going from shop to shop, trying to whip up votes for tonight.
I know Mitchell.
Yeah, but there's quite a lot of feeling about it, Jacko. You know, all this short time they've been working, the blokes are beginning to feel the pinch. It's not going to be easy, you know.
Now, will you stop worrying and leave it to me?
Well, yes, all right, but... Well, I just reckon I ought to phone you, that's all.
Sure, sure. See you later. Don't worry.
What did he say?
Not to worry, that's what he said.
Well, I hope he's right.
I promised the kids I'd light the bonfire before I went out.
Oh, Peter, just a minute. I keep on to Dad about getting a new suit.
See who that was?
Yeah, it's Jacko's girl.
I think perhaps that's the sort of thing you ought to have.
What's wrong, Kathy?
Nothing. I was just saying I think Dad ought to... Sorry. Terribly sorry.
You want I should leave you now? I've got to be going anyway.
Oh, no. Please walk a little farther. Will you call for me tonight?
At your house, you mean?
Of course. About 8:30 if you can manage it.
Kathy, you don't have to.
I do. I mean... I want you to come. Please.
Hello, Kathy.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Bingham. Come on, darling.
You got a clean shirt, Nell?
In front of your eyes.
So, Mitchell. He's got as much idea of union principles as a donkey's got a Sunday.
I'm coming tonight.
Oh, you don't want to go up there, Dad?
I do, you know. I'm a union member. I'm entitled. I haven't had a good argument for years.
I'll give him argument. I'll clean him. Do you know what I think? I think it might be a damn good idea if I got that job and cleared right out.
Don't tell me you're coming to your senses at last. I tell you, I can't wait. The sooner we move from here, the better I shall like it.
Move? Who mentioned moving?
You just said you give...
Well, if I get that job, I'll have to leave the factory, yes, but I shan't move out of this place. I mean, what's wrong with it?
You want me to tell you? You'd like me to make a list? Never mind. You wouldn't understand if I stayed and argued here all night.
Here, what's got in here all of a sudden?
It's not so sudden.
Well, do you see anything wrong with this place? Well, do you?
It hasn't got a bathroom. Maybe she thinks a bathroom's important. Maybe having a bathroom's just as important to her as the union is to you.
The tea'll be ruined. I think I'll go and see if Kathy's coming.
Ah, she's all right. She'll forget about it. Anyway, I've got more important things to worry about.
Evening, Mrs. Palmer.
Oh, good evening, Mrs. Bingham. Looks like we're in for it tonight.
Oh, don't tell me. Frightens my dog, you know. Fireworks frighten him out of his wits. I saw Kathy. Passed her up the road. She was talking to some fella.
Yes. I wonder which one it is this time.
Oh, I don't know this chap. Never saw him before. Tallish. Coloured fella. Well, this won't get the washing up done, eh? Good night.
Good night.
Hello, Mum. What are you waiting in the cold for?
Waiting for you, my girl. Thought you'd been and drowned yourself.
Sorry, forgot about the time.
I'm sorry I'm late. Who did you go swimming with? Just a fella? Who? What fella? Just a fella. Do I...
Hello! Kettle's boiling.
Well, turn the gas down. Your father will be the death of me. Tea's ready anyway. We were only waiting for you.
Dead lively. We're gonna have a ball.
Yeah, dead as mutton, innit? We'll have to see what we can do.
It's gonna have a butcher's there, eh?
Dad, are you sure the first agreement was signed in 1912?
I was there. I saw it happen. You're trying to tell me my memory's gone or something?
Of course not, but I've got to get the facts right for this article, haven't I?
Kathy, that fellow you went swimming with, do I know him?
I don't think so, Mum.
My memory's as good as ever it was. I can remember songs and poems ever since I was a kid. Every word of them.
You've known him long?
You don't believe me, do you? You don't believe me?
I didn't say anything.
Ah, but you looked. I know that look. I could stand here now and recite a poem my old dad used to say at parties. How's that for a memory, eh?
I don't believe you, Grandad.
You don't, eh? That's a fine thing. I'm a perishing liar now.
What is this poem, then?
All right, I'll tell you.
Kathy.
Shh. Sir Lawrence is going to make an exhibition of himself.
Quiet. Word perfect, you'll see. We had a bleeding sparrow, lived up a bleeding spout. One day the bleeding rain come down and washed the sparrow out. But then the bleeding sun come out and dried up all the rain. So the bleeding little sparrow climbed up the spout again.
Kathy? Kathy, I asked you a question.
Shh. Give us a chance to finish. But then a cruel sparrowhawk spots him up the spout. So he sharpens up his bleeding claws and rips the sparrow out. The moral of this story is plain to anyone. Them that's up the bleeding spout don't get no bleeding fun. How's that for no one?
Very good, Dad.
Not bad,
Very
eh?
good.
Here. Don't say your buttons aren't sewn on.
So,
Where are you off to?
Upstairs. I'll be down in a minute to help you with the washing up.
Nell, make us a cup of my throat's as dry as a dog biscuit.
Must we have that on every night?
Eh? Oh, it's only for a minute. I'm going up the road with Jacko in a minute.
Oh, never mind.
Look at that.
Lovely for the kids. Dad,
Hmm?
can I have a word with you a minute?
What, now? Well, I've got to get to this blessed meeting.
Oh, all right, it can wait.
What is it, Kathy?
Oh, it's all right, Dad. It can wait.
The job?
No, it's not that.
You think you'll stick to teaching anyway till you get married?
Married?
Hey, is that it? Are you thinking about getting tied up?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, yes, I suppose I am.
But this is marvelous. Does your mum know?
No, not yet.
Hey, Nell,
Oh,
come
no,
up
Dad,
here,
no,
quick.
please.
Well, who is it? Do I know him?
No, you don't.
Yes?
Nell, come up quick. Kathy's got some news for you. Let's have a look at the blushing
Oh,
bride.
stop it, Dad. Stop it.
What's up?
Well, I wanted to talk to you. Oh, why can't you ever listen?
Nell, you hear what Kathy's got to say? Bit of news for you to bite on. She's a dark horse.
What news? Oh, he's exaggerating.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Shan't be late, love. Good luck, Kathy.
What's going on? What is going on?
Nothing.
What's your father shouting about then?
Oh, well, he's just jumped the gun as usual. We'll talk about it later. Look, I've got all these books to mark.
Father's gone?
They've both gone.
Good. Now we'll perhaps get to the bottom of this. Kathy, I want to know. I'm your mother. You've been telling your father you're going to get married.
Well, it hasn't come to that yet.
But there is something to it.
Yes. Matter of fact, yes.
And I'm not supposed to know about it?
I would have told you.
Why be so secretive then? You ashamed?
No.
Is it the man you were talking to on the corner?
Who told you? Oh, Mother Bingham.
It's not true, is it? That he's a nigger?
He's a West Indian. Yes. Oh, Mum, don't look like that. Come and sit down. Come on. Don't look so worried. It's not a tragedy.
How long have you known him?
He came to the school about 6 months ago. His name's Peter Lincoln.
What's he doing over here?
He's a supply teacher from Jamaica. We've only been going out together for about a month, 6 weeks.
You said it hadn't come to anything.
Well, it hasn't. I mean, he hasn't actually asked me to marry him. In fact, we haven't even discussed it. But I know he wants to.
What about you?
Oh, I'd marry him tomorrow. Mum, you mustn't judge him. I know you'll like him when you meet him. You mustn't judge him till then.
My head's spinning. I can't think of what to say.
Don't say anything. At least not till you've met him. He's coming to pick me up here tonight.
Here? I don't want him here. Mom, what did you expect? My only child's going to ruin her life by marrying an...
Mum, honestly.
Have you any idea at all where this could end?
I've met the man I want to marry. Don't you understand that?
You must be out of your mind to think of it even for one moment.
You of all people ought to be able to understand. When you meet him,
I don't want to meet him. I don't want ever to set eyes on him.
All right. I'm not going to discuss it with you while you're in this mood.
If only I could make you understand. If only I could use words like your father.
Oh, he'll see. He'll understand.
Is it between us?
Why not him, too?
Why not him? I'll tell you. Because he's always been so busy looking after other people, he's never had time for his own family. All his life he's had his precious union. I had you. There were times when I couldn't have faced another day without you. What I'm trying to say is,
Mum. Mum, you're not going to lose me.
Oh, it's not that. I want you to be happy. I want you to have a home of your own. If I thought you were going to be happy, I wouldn't care if you were going 1,000 miles away. I'm not just saying this because I want to hold you. Oh, Jacko went out without his tea. It can't work, Kathy. It can't.
Well, I know there'll be prejudice, but that won't bother us. I shall go on teaching, and then we can save up to buy a home for our own.
You're talking like a schoolgirl. I don't want you to be hurt, don't you see? And you will be if you marry this Nick. Black and white don't mix. You'll be neither one thing nor the other. I've seen it happen.
Please don't talk like that.
They're not like us, Kathy. I don't mean just the skin. Other things are different. Ways, habits, everything.
I'm not listening.
Well, maybe you won't be able to go on working. People might not like the idea of their children being taught by a woman who's good. You will have children. Black children.
I'm going upstairs.
Kathy, you don't know how they live. Like animals. Have you seen them? 6, 8, 10 to a room. Is that how you want to end up? In one room with a horde of black children? Kathy. Kathy, listen. I didn't bring you up to live a life like that.
You don't understand. You won't even try and understand.
I'll call the meeting to order, brothers. Order, please.
I saw you with Kathy earlier this evening. She's grown into a real cracker.
Takes after her dad. As a matter of fact, she came busting in tonight and told us she was thinking of getting spliced.
Who's the bloke?
Don't ask me, I'm only her father. I haven't met him yet. Where'd you see her then?
On Mackay Street.
Was she with a fellow?
Let's get on with it,
Yes.
Jacko.
Yes, she was.
Right. I'll call upon the secretary to read the minutes of the last meeting.
Point of order, Brother Chair.
Yes?
Would you kindly instruct Brother Holloway here to keep his shoes on during the meeting? You see, he took them off halfway through the last one and most of the members went home.
If Brother Holloway takes his shoes off, I'm sure we'll all know. Smoke up, gentlemen, please.
Can we get on, Brother Chair?
All right now, lads, settle down. We've got a lot to get through. Brother Dowell.
Minutes of the monthly branch meeting held on October the 7th at the Trades Hall. Members present.
Gabe Gomez is not here yet,
Brother
Jacko.
Palmer in the chair,
Think he's coming?
Brother Davis vice chairman,
I know.
Brother Stevens treasurer,
Anyway, we can't
Brother
wait
Dowell
for him.
secretary, and 128 members.
He's getting pretty mad by now, so you say, you're the one I mean. Me, I say? So I look at my hands and I say, oh no, I forgot to wash this morning. I forgot to wash this black hole. Don't you think that's funny?
Not very.
Baby, you gotta laugh. Can't make a tragedy out of every damn fool remark. Life's too short for that.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Honey, it ain't been too good for you. I realize that. Guess it comes easy for me. I was born with it.
Did you hear me complain? You got to go to the meeting.
I don't think I'll go.
You got to. What are people going to think if you don't? They think you're afraid to show your face.
Maybe it's better they make up their minds without me present.
You got to be there. You know that. Now, come on. They never start exactly on time. Go. Please.
Sometimes, honey, I can't find words to tell you how I'm feeling. Do you know what I mean? You're like a star in my life.
You're wasting time. Come on.
Okay. Go. Don't you get hauling the rubbish downstairs, you hear me? Do all that when I get back.
Good luck, Gabe.
Hey, man. What's all this excitement about? I only came to the country yesterday. Since I've been here, everybody lighting fires, crackers, and everything.
November the 5th, man. Ain't you heard of Guy Fawkes? It's an English custom, a yearly celebration. Guy Fawkes is the man who tried to blow up Parliament.
So this is the reason. Man, at first I'm thinking they're lighting these fires for keeping warm. This sure is a cold country.
Yeah, sure. See you, man.
Get Ada.
Hey, watch out!
Well, look who's here. Guy Fawkes himself.
Yeah. He'd burn a tree, wouldn't he? All that tar all over him. He'd go like a bomb.
Look, I don't want no trouble.
Huh? Can't you tell skin when you see it?
Oh.
Skin? Do you call that skin?
Go on, man. Beat it. Why don't you lay off, huh?
Here. You want Bubba?
Yes. Isn't it a nice bonfire?
Yeah.
Stay here a minute with the kids, Emmy.
All right. Wonder what he's up to.
Why do you come around here making trouble, eh? Why don't you leave us alone?
You ain't got your brown coat on now, you know.
You did, Gabe. Want any help?
That's all right, Fred. Let's talk with these fellas here.
Get. Go on, you heard me. You don't live round here. Don't beat up some old woman in your own street. What do you say?
Here, who are you picking up?
Kids. They get into a pair of drain pipes, I think they're tough. Good night, Gabe. Good night.
Night, fellas.
Come on, we'll go and find some action.
Well, there's plenty of action here, Les.
Yeah? Right, we'll get some of the boys and come back.
Good.
And I just want to say one more thing. I'm getting a bit tired of this talk about the colour bar. Don't let them put that one over on you. This question has nothing at all to do with the colour issue.
Rubbish.
Nothing at all to do with it. It's a simple question. Why should one of our blokes be passed over for promotion in favour of a man who's only been in this country 4 or 5 years? I want to warn the platform. If you push this through, not only will you have a strike on your hands, but you'll split this organization from top to bottom.
Brother Gomez is here. Do you want to say anything?
No, I got nothing to say. I leave it in the hands of the meeting.
Anyone else?
Let's hear what you've got to say, Jacko.
Come on, Jacko.
Come on, Jacko, let's hear from you.
Is that the wish of the meeting?
Yeah. Hurry up. We'll miss all the fireworks.
All right. Let me tell you how I see it. Do you know what I think? I think this is just about the most important question this union's ever had to face. What's more, if we take the wrong line, this union won't only be split, it'll be finished. Finished! Well, now look behind me. Look behind me up on the wall. Have a good look at it. You can all read. You can all read. What does it say? United we stand, divided we fall. But Brother Mitchell wants to amend it. He'd like to add a couple of words. He'd like it to say, united we stand, but only if you've got a white skin.
Come on, I didn't say that.
Oh, yes, you did. You said, why should one of our blokes be passed over? That's what you said. Well, isn't Gomez one of our blokes then?
Well, of course
Are his union dues paid up, Brother Secretary? Yeah. Did he pay his strike levy last year? Yeah. Anyone here like to stand up and say he doesn't know his job? No one? Tom, now you work with Gomez. Does he know his job?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Ray?
Yes.
Bill? Yes. Right. Now, for the last 2 weeks, he's been acting charge hand. Anyone here like to stand up and say he's made a muck of that? Hmm? Well, has he done that job fair and square? Wally?
Very fair, I should say, Jack.
I see. I see. So this fella is a union member, right? Paid up all his fees and levies, he knows his job and he works fair. What's against him then? Hmm? There's only one thing left. Mitchell says there's no prejudice in this. I tell you, brothers, this whole business stinks with prejudice. It stinks. And I'll tell you this too. I've had a lot more respect. I'd have a lot more respect for Mitchell and anyone else who supports him if they'd come out clean. If they'd say they're against Gomez being promoted because he's coloured, but they don't. Oh, no. No, they wrap it up in squashy words. They creep round corners. Believe me, brothers, if you start applying the colour bar in this factory, you're going to cut your own bloody throats. And I'll tell you for why. If we deny these chaps their rights as union members, they'll leave it. They'll leave it. I wouldn't blame them. Then what have you got? What have you got? A pool of cheap, non-union labour. Do you see?
Rubbish.
No. In our own interest. In our own interest, brothers. In our own interest, we've got to stand together, black or white. Brothers, my father was one of the first men who started this union. He's sitting right here tonight. And I've worked for it ever since I was an apprentice. And I hope I never live to see the day when we use our power and organisation to victimise a man because we don't like his religion or his family or the colour of his skin. I ask you to send a recommendation from this meeting that the appointment of Brother Gomez as charge hand in the loading bay be approved. I will now put the recommendation to the vote. Those in favour signify in the usual way. Against? I declare the motion carried. Thank you, brothers. The meeting is closed.
Done good. Go on.
All right, Dan? All right. He showed up Mitchell and his crowd.
Hello, Mrs. Farmer. Jacket was marvellous, Nell.
Nell, are you all right?
Nell, what are you doing here?
I've got to talk to you.
What now?
Well, good night, Jacket.
Good night, Jacket.
Sit down.
See you tomorrow, boys. See you tomorrow.
Finished?
Just give us 5 minutes, Chippy.
I've got to get locked up, you know.
Just 5 minutes. You can put most of the lights out. Well, what is it, Nell? What is it?
Jacko, listen. Don't go up in the air.
Nell, what's wrong? Is it Kathy? She hasn't had an accident, has she?
Oh, no. Only she's just told me that she wants... She's just said she wants to marry a Jamaican. A West Indian. It's true, Jacko. She's just told me.
Kathy?
Yes.
Did you know about this?
Not a word.
Who is he?
A teacher. Works at her school.
She wants to marry him? She told you that?
Yes, yes. Jacko, you've got to do something. You've got to talk to her. You've got to do something quick.
I forgot. I just came back to say thanks, Mr. Palmer.
No thanks necessary. I just said what I had to say.
All the same, I reckon that...
I was just doing my job. I don't want no thanks for that.
Sure.
Jacko.
Now, wait a minute, Nell. Wait a minute. Give me a chance to think, for Pete's sake.
You'll find enough words at any other time. Find a few now.
Well, what can I say? I mean, you know Kathy, once she's made up her mind...
He's her coloured. What future would there be for her in a marriage like that?
Well, how can I stop it? She's over 21, isn't she?
You'd let her walk into a life like that without lifting a finger?
I just said if she's made up her mind, it'll take more than me to shift her. You know her as well as I do.
A marriage like that wouldn't work out, and you know it. Dad, you tell him. It wouldn't work out, would it?
Now, look, Nell, Kathy's no fool.
Jack,
Now, wait a minute, let me finish. Now, you're jumping the gun a bit, aren't you? Now, if we try and bust this up now, she's going to start digging her toes in, and you know how damn stubborn she is. Let it ride for a bit, let it ride. She's a sensible girl. She's much more likely to see daylight on her own account. Here, remember what happened to young Harry Taylor?
This is different.
No, it's not. She got over him in 6 months. 6 months. Now, don't worry, Nell. Don't worry. God, I'm as dry as a bone, all that talking.
Jacko, this is serious. I'm talking about Kathy, your own daughter. She's asked this man to come to the house tonight. You've got to stop him.
Oh, talk sense, Nell. I can't do that.
Don't you care about Kathy at all?
Well, of course I do.
No. When have you ever lifted a finger for her? You never gave her 5 minutes of your life. You're always too busy. Even now, you're itching to get back to your papers and reports. Even now, you can't give your family your whole attention.
She's right, Jacko. You can't put this on the agenda under any other business.
Is she at home?
Yes.
All right, now. We'll go and talk to her.
Jacko, she'll listen to you. She will. People will crucify her. She doesn't realize. Look, nothing against the chap, but make her see that a marriage like that wouldn't work out. Nothing against him, but make her see, for her own sake, that it wouldn't work out.
All right, now, all right. We'll talk to her. We'll talk to her.
It's okay, honey. They voted in my favor.
Careful, the baby.
Well, I must be a crazy man. You all right? You ain't hurt.
I feel marvelous.
Baby, you should have heard Mr. Palmer. This was a speech. Fighting all the way.
I told you he was a good man. Didn't I tell
Hey,
you?
get your coat. You'll go and watch the fireworks. I'll buy you a drink. I mean a soft drink.
Soft drink nothing. Tonight all three of us are going to celebrate.
Kathy?
Yes?
Well, your mother's been telling me about this fella, I mean.
Yes.
Well, how serious is it?
She wants to marry him.
Whose side are you on, Dad?
I'm not on anybody's side, dear. I just want you to be happy.
That's all we want, love.
Good, then there's no argument.
Well, that depends. Do you think you really will be happy with this man?
I don't think, I know. I know I'll be happy with him.
You're speaking with your heart, not your head. Now, we've got to talk this thing out logically.
There's nothing to talk about. It's my decision, and it's my life.
Now, that's not true, Kathy, and you know it. We've some rights. Damn it all, we're your parents. That gives us some rights.
All right, Dad, but don't try and talk me out of it.
You see?
Have you really worked out what this means?
I don't know. How can I know? I know I love him and I want to be with him all the time. That's the only thing I'm sure of.
Now, you know me, Kathy. You know my opinions. I don't care if a man is black, white, or khaki as long as he's a man, all right. But we've got to be realists.
If you mean life won't be easy for us, you don't have to tell me. I've already thought about it.
People won't give you a chance, Kathy. That's what I'm trying to say. This is a tough world. It's full of ignorance and prejudice. No good blinking your eyes at it. It's there. Now, what you've got with this boy now might seem sweet and marvelous, but prejudice can turn it sour. It can make it so that one morning you'll wake up, look at him, and hate him. I mean it, Kathy. I mean it.
No, it'll never be like that with us. No matter what people do, it'll never be like that with us.
One person can't fight this alone.
Prejudice won't always exist. It can't.
I shan't live to see the end of it, neither will you. This thing's been going on for years. You can't fight it alone.
I can try.
Now, Kathy, look, it won't only be from our side. Say what you like. They look down on a white girl who marries one of their fellas. Do you see what I mean? You'll be in the middle. between two camps. You'll be in no man's land, not just for a week or a year, but for the rest of your life. You're walking into a lifetime of misery, Kathy. That's why I'm saying all this. I don't want you to do that, darling.
You're against me too, then.
I'm just trying to help you.
No, you're not. That's your excuse, that's your cover. What do you expect me to do? Go to him and tell him I love him, but I haven't got the faith or courage to marry him?
We just want you to face the facts.
Do you want to know how you could help us? You could stick by us. You could help us stand up to people. Instead, you preach to me about realism and being realistic. Well, that's the excuse the old always used for keeping the young back, when they want to stop us changing anything.
Well, I've finished. I've said my piece, I've warned you, I've finished.
Well, I haven't.
Oh, you're worse than the others. You're not thinking of me, you're worrying about what the neighbours will say.
You haven't an idea.
Prejudice, you're riddled with it. It's all over your face now. All you can see is black, black. Everything else you're blind.
I'm ashamed of you. When I think of you and that man sharing the same bed.
Oh, Mum.
It's filthy. Disgusting. It makes my stomach turn over and I want to be sick.
Let me get out of here.
You can't wait, can you? You're no better than the whores in the high street. You can't wait to be with him, that's the truth. All you want is one thing.
Now!
Go with him, then. Make a bed and lie on it. Go to your nigger. Go to your nigger.
For your bed.
But, Mom, we only just had the time.
Never mind about that.
Oh,
Come along.
Sophie, Charlie, here, come here.
Not yet, Ma.
Hold your tongue. Where's Prince?
Okay, Mama, can't we stay?
Get Prince, Charlie. Get him quick, hear me? You come here.
Come on, Ma wants you. Come on.
Come on, quickly. Come on.
Go.
Hold up, that'll send them crackers.
They won't bite you, Ma!
Get up to the club, Mackie. Get up there fast as possible. Tell the boys that we could use a little support. Move, man.
You'd better go home, Judy. You hear me, woman? Go home.
Well, what are you going to do?
Nothing. Just talk to these fellas. Go home now.
Well, all right, but don't be long.
What's happening, Christie?
Ain't you got eyes, man? We got trouble.
Yeah. Don't make it worse than it is, huh?
I hear they give you a brown coat. Make you a foreman now. Don't give you no right to shout orders.
No,
man.
Christie.
You scared of them? Okay, go home. Hide yourself under the bed. Maybe they don't see you there, man.
Come on, Les, let's go. Let's dust out of here. What for? It's going to be a big night, mate. I feel it.
She's lying down. Go and talk to her.
She's my wife, Dad. I've lived with her for over 20 years, and I don't know her. All that stuff she came out with, I'd never have believed it. All that stuff.
You surprised?
What does that mean?
Go and ask Nell.
I'm asking you.
When you come through that door, you leave your principles on the hat rack with your hat. She's a human being, too. She's got rights, like Gabe Gomez or anybody else.
I can't take any more. I've had about enough.
You've had enough? If it wasn't so serious, I'd laugh. Go and talk to Nell. Time you talk to her. And listen to her.
Nell, I know how you feel.
I wanted her to be happy. I wanted her to avoid my kind of life.
Now, wait a minute, old girl. We haven't done too bad, you know. We've been happy enough. We've had our ups and downs, but, well, we've stuck together.
You want to know? You really want to know?
Know what?
I nearly walked out on you a dozen times. I stayed because of Kathy.
Nearly walked out? Well, why? What for? Did I ever deny you anything? I mean, within reason, did I ever deny you anything?
A house with a bathroom.
Oh, Nell, you know why we live here. I was born in this house.
Jacko, that's your act. You don't realize it, but that's your act. The man who sticks to the people. The man who can't dig up his roots. Only you're never here and I am. I'm here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
All right, well, you want a different house? I'll scrape up the deposit. Well, we can solve that one.
Pass the resolution, move to next business. We've been married for 24 years. And what have we got? Table, chairs, a bed, a telephone. What else?
Well, when you look at other marriages, I mean, when you compare...
I'm talking about us. What have we got?
What do you want? Tell me.
Too late now.
Tell me.
I don't know if I can... First year together. That was wonderful. After that, I became part of the fixtures. I kept hoping it would come right, but it never did again. You know, I even hoped that you might be ill, and you'd be helpless and have to depend on me. But you never were. You had no time to be sick.
No.
Kathy kept me here. She kept me going. You had no time for her life or mine. When you came home, you came as a visitor. You even turned my front room into an office. I was always here when you wanted me. Your meals were always on the table. That's all that mattered to you.
I love you now. I've never looked at another woman.
You had no time for me. How could you find time for other women? You even made love to me as if you were taking a quick drink.
What did you want? What did you want that I didn't give you?
I wanted... If I thought you couldn't live without me. If I thought you needed me as a person instead of a piece of furniture. You better go and find out what's happened to Kathy.
Nell, what about us?
Never mind about us. We don't matter now. Go and find Kathy. Bring her home.
Excuse me, can you tell me what house Peter Lincoln lives in?
Peter Lincoln? He's living at 17, I think. Don't know which room, though.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
What'd you tell her for?
She asked.
You think if she was in your shoes, she'd help you find someone?
What are you chicks hanging around here for?
It's a free country.
I've heard that also. Go home, you hear me? Go home and stay there.
Oh, you make me sick. You make me want to vomit.
Honey, all I
All
say
you
is...
say is let's go dancing. I'm fed up with dancing. My feet ache. I'm tired. And I'm bloody starving too. I haven't had a bite to eat.
You go to work, the work get done, but it's hard to work.
Who is it?
Who's living?
Excuse me, I'm sorry to trouble you, but could you tell me where Mr. Peter Lincoln lives?
Peter? He lives on the next floor, I think.
Thank you.
Who's living? Who's living? Call this living, oh my son. Who's living? Who's living? Just can't live.
Come in. Come on in, honey. Come on in and join us.
You looking for someone?
Peter Lincoln.
He's with the boys, next room along.
You know something? It's a pity she didn't stay.
You've got just one thing on your mind, George Wentworth. Just one thing.
Gabe? Hello, Kathy. Never expected to see you here.
I was looking for Peter Lincoln.
Well, you're right. That's the door. You know Peter?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? You and him?
Yes,
Do you know what you're doing?
I think so.
I wonder. Anyway, good luck.
Judy, please.
Well, what do you want from me? A blessing? You're over 21. I suppose you know what you're doing. Oh, it's a great life. Look around.
Does it have to be like this? I mean, are there other places?
You try finding them. Oh, it's all right when you go to the door yourself. Butter wouldn't melt in their mouths. Then they see your husband. Slam. The door's in your face. First, you don't give in. You keep on looking, hoping. Finally, you realize. Finally, you realize you're different.
But
you take what you can get and you make do with it.
People you used to know, your friends.
You get used to them looking at you as if you were something dirty.
I'm sorry.
I don't want people to be sorry for me. As if I were a cripple or got some disease or something. I just wish there was somewhere in this world where Gabe and me had the right to be happy, you know. Anyway, we get by, we manage.
How long before... I mean, when's the baby due?
Beginning of January. I want him, don't think I don't. We both want him. At least we'll have that.
It's going to be a boy, then?
So Gabe says. He reckons he can tell. Oh, I don't mind, really. Boy or girl, I don't mind.
Kathy,
I had to talk to you.
you shouldn't have come here.
I had to come.
Okay, we've heard. We can take a hint. Come on, let's go for a drink. Oh,
He's a very shy boy. Treat him with care now.
Ask me in then. Good night, Judy.
Good night, Kathy. Like I said, good luck. Anytime you want help, you know the address.
You said you'd come and collect me.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I was studying and I lost track of the time.
Is that the truth?
No.
Were you afraid?
No. Or maybe a little. I wanted to think where we were heading.
I told them. My parents. I said I was in love with you and I wanted to marry you. Oh, there's worse to come. I said you were in love with me, too. If I went too far, if I said the wrong thing, I'm sorry. I'll go. I won't even argue.
Yes?
It's my father.
I've come to take you home, Kathy.
I'm not coming.
Your mother wants you to come.
She's got a funny way of showing it.
Can I talk to you a minute, son?
Why not?
It won't do any good.
Maybe.
Maybe it'll be a good thing.
I'd like to talk to him alone.
All right. I'll wait for you outside. Don't let him talk you down. My father's a great talker.
Right. Now let's get this clear. All I want to know, all I want to find out is, do you know what you're doing?
Go on.
Do you love Kathy? Do you?
This is a personal thing, Mr. Palmer.
All right. We'll assume you do. Now, I'm going to ask you a straight question. Do you love her enough to give her up?
I don't get this.
Well, it's simple enough. You've seen these mixed marriages yourself. Now, how many would you say work out? Huh? 1 in 100? All right. I want Kathy to have more than 100 to 1 chance. It's as simple as that. Now, if you love her, you won't wish that one on her. You'll tell her to come back home with me.
And you want me to tell her to go?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You're a young man. There'll be plenty of other girls.
Like myself? My own color, you mean?
You'll find it'll work out better. Now, I'm just giving you facts. And don't throw the color bar at me. I've fought that one all my life.
Oh, yes, I know. Some of your best friends are spades.
Now, look here. I didn't mention that.
Why do you talk to me like this? Do you think I'm a fool, an ignorant man? Why do you talk to me like this? There's the door, you say. Find yourself a black girl, you say. Why do you talk to me like this? Only one reason, the old reason, this skin. Click, click, words out like bullets. Don't say anything, you black bastard. We don't want you in this family. Get out.
I don't have to listen to this.
You know, in other countries, they have better ways. There, they tell you. Keep up, nigger. Walk on the gutter, nigger. Signs up all the time. But here, there's no sign. But we can tell. You smile at us, never with the eyes, only with the mouth.
You got color bar on the brain.
You're in this house 5 minutes. Do you speak to me like a person? Do you try to find out whether maybe I'm the man who could make Kathy happy? A white boy, would you treat him this way?
Yeah, I would. I would if I thought he was bad for Kathy.
Tell me then. Tell me, why am I bad for Kathy? Give me one good reason that does not have the word black in it.
Listen, son, I don't know how to convince you. I'm not looking at your skin, believe me. But you're looking at the future through a window, and I'm seeing it through a telescope. I see Kathy in 10, 15 years' time when she's
grown tired of staring back at people and wants to hide her face.
You've got no telescope, Mr. Palmer. You've got blindfolds. You're sitting on a limb. All you whites, you're sitting on a rotten limb, and pretty soon it's gonna crack and break, and you'll go down. And maybe it'll be our turn. Maybe once in a while a black fellow would give out some orders.
Prejudice. You got your fair share of that, son.
We've had good teachers.
Maybe. But where does Kathy fit into this? Do you still think you can make her happy? You've made it clear. Crystal clear. You don't like us.
Kathy's...
So where does Kathy fit in? I'm asking you, where does Kathy fit in?
Kathy is different. She's a special person. She doesn't see skin. She sees people. She's special.
Very special. That's why we don't want her to get hurt. Now, you can understand that, can't you?
But I love her. I wouldn't stand by and see any harm fall on her.
You might not be able to stop it.
Why did I have to fall in love with Kathy? Couldn't help myself. I didn't ask, it just happened. And I love her, and that's the whole truth. In my vision, she's everything lovely. She's beautiful. And I've got this. Like a fence. Like a black fence between us. I didn't want to have any fence between us. I just wanted to be like I dreamed. Kathy and me. No fences.
I'm sorry, son.
Mr. Palmer, your daughter is not like you. You think what you believe. And Kathy, she feels what she believes.
What, Johnny? Social boy?
Hello then.
All dead around here.
Yeah,
Hello,
what's
Ted.
it?
How are you?
Mine a suit, mine a suit.
Let's have a look at your dress.
Stick around, George.
There's nothing here. Let's start some action, eh?
Yeah, let's liven them up.
Go on, let's have a go.
Yeah, go on, lads. Come on, that'll do it. Got it!
Come from over there somewhere.
Put that out among you.
Yeah, let's put the cat among the pigeons. Come back. Oh, dear, they're all going home. Knock 'em up a bit. Here, where are you two going? Pop that, eh? Look who's here first.
It's old King Cole.
Hello, my old darling. Who does he think he is? Looks like a black crow in a yellow. What do you think you're going, mate? He scratched my bike. That's what he's done. Here, he scratched my bike. What liberty. My bike. Open the window. Hey, fellas, let's give him a ride. Yeah, come on, let's go. Yeah, come on, fellas. Give him a real shake.
Yes. Looks like trouble. Right you are, Sergeant.
Come on, upstairs. Christy said get all the men. Everybody out! Come on, fellas. Everybody got to come down to the bonfire.
What's happening?
The Ups. They've come from all parts. There's dozens of them down there. Dozens of them. It looks like trouble.
Christy, say everybody got to come.
Guy! Gabe's down there.
Come on, fellas. Get outside right away.
Better go home. Better go home with your father.
There's a lot of Ups coming.
Kathy, wait a minute.
Let me go. Don't go on that, Charlie.
That Christy's a big fool.
Please, don't go.
You come back here a minute. Come back.
I know what I'm doing.
You only gonna make the trouble worse.
Quiet, woman.
Wait! I got a better idea. We'll burn him out.
Have we got you now, black boy?
I've been around everywhere, Christy.
Okay, good.
What's he doing around the farm?
Where you going? It's Jubilee. Let him fight his own battle.
Get out of the way, man!
Out of me way, black boy.
Lay off this car.
Take your hands off me, you!
Come on.
Take it easy, man. Take it easy.
Peter!
Break it up.
Oh, Peter, oh!
Kathy, keep clear.
Let her go.
Hey, man, what are you doing?
Let go.
Kathy. You're coming with me, Kathy.
Scram.
All right, I got him. It's Gomez.
Watch it, fellas. The police.
All right, come on.
Find me. What about the other?
Come on now.
Lay off your foot, bro.
Lay off with it! What are you doing?
Now break it up. Now break it up. Get back to your home.
Come on, stand back now. Come on, clear out. Clear out now.
Do you want me to come with you, Judy?
Right, John, stand back there. Come on, clear out. Clear out now.
Come back home, Kathy.
said to bring Kathy.
She wouldn't come alone. I had to bring them both.
I can't, Jacko. I can't.
You've got to, Nell. You've got to try. Otherwise, Kathy's going to leave us. It's the easiest thing in the world to make an enemy of your own child. And then you've got nothing at all. I meant what I said. I do love you. What we've gained, not much, but what we've gained belongs to you as much as it does to me. Do you see that?
I think so.
People like me always need people like you, Nell. Nothing you give me is wasted. Nothing.